Hey everybody, JJ here from Deluxe Vehicle Detailing and Paint Correction in beautiful Largo, Florida. I'm about to take an evening drive in my '06 BMW Z4M. And before I do, I wanted to lay down a little protection. The sun and of course the heat is just beastly this time of year in Florida, probably this time of year pretty much everywhere in the country. I don't know about the rest of the world, but I am going to show you cleaning interior plastic that has a deep grain. It's like a faux leather in the BMW. I'll bring you in on a close-up here. You can see these grains here. Some would call it pebbled. It's got a lot of texture, and it's kind of hard to get products to go down deep into all of this grain type material, right? This textured plastic. This is actually leather right here. We've got plastic again. We've got plastic on this whole lower panel. So I'm going to break this up into kind of 8 sections, 4 approximately across this piece here, and then 4 across this bottom piece here. Okay, the product is going to be the same. It's a 1-to-1 dilution. That's a 50-50 of Chemical Guys VRP. Really like this. It's a water-based protectant. It has some UV protection in it. It doesn't provide a lot of gloss, but it does darken and provide some, which I personally like. I don't want it shiny and sticky and everything is, you know, dust accumulating on it, but I do like a nice clean appearance and a little bit of gloss, although, you know, the matte finish is fine as well. This is quite a matte finish on this plastic right here. But what I will say is I normally use 303 aerospace protectant. Love that stuff. It really does a nice job. It darkens somewhat, but it, I think, has superior UV protection. Obviously, this is a convertible, and so you can obviously figure that I get a lot of sun on this, as I only drive it as a convertible on nice, primarily weekend days, right? So anyway, I want to... Hey, I think I can get a shot of myself here. I think that I'm going to, what I want to show you is A, some tips, and B's different ways to apply it. I've got these brushes here in kind of a heavy, coarse format down to very soft. So this is the Color Lock from Germany brush. It's a leather brush, but it's fine for getting into these deep grains. It really does a nice job. Okay, this is a chip brush. You can buy these at the, everything's a dollar store. This is a 3-inch. This one's got a little bit beat up on it, but cheap, easy, disposable. I also have a very soft brush here that I use for leather, and it's got a nice thick amount of, you can see the kind of feathered brush tips there. Very, very soft, very safe. I also have a pretty standard brush. I bought a whole set of these on Amazon recently. I also have a standard 2-inch painter's brush. It's got the real super soft tips on it. And then my softest brush, wish I had the exact name on this. You can find them pretty easily online. This brush is so soft on the tips where everything's white there. It's just, it's an amazing brush. I find myself using, I got a set of these, find myself using them all the time. My 7th application method will be just a cheap, again, from the Dollar Tree, you know, everything's a dollar store. It's wide. You can really wet this angled foam tip on this and really cover a lot of area quickly. I also have some, you know, some of my like B grade type microfiber. I've got the high nap side out. You can spray this Chemical Guys VRP right onto your microfiber and get down in a high grain, you know, pebbled type textured surface quickly. So not a brush obviously, but it is an application process. Okay, my very first tip is, and I do stress this, in quite a few of my videos is safety. If you're working with chemicals, do you know that everything in VRP is safe to be exposed to your skin and therefore taken into your body through absorption? No, you don't. But if you buy these cheap nitrile gloves at Harbor Freight like I do, I'm going to give you a tip of, these are large. I don't have extremely large hands, but if you open it up and give a quick little burst of air and blow it up some, your hand will slip surprisingly right in there, and you get a little moisture from your breath as well. So kind of an oddball tip, but a tip nonetheless, something I've been doing for a long time, and I just thought I'd share it with you. But please always wear eye protection and gloves. I don't need the eye protection right now because this really isn't gonna, go all over the place on me. Okay, so we're gonna take the VRP from Chemical Guys and do about a quarter of this panel. Now, saying that I'm not going to get it all over the place. Bottle. 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 Oh, there it goes. Sorry about that. So I have kind of a misting bottle here. You may have seen this before. This was a spray-on glosser that I use on my hair because, yes, I have long hair. So you can spray right on into that. Now this is 50-50 with distilled water, right? You can also spray some right onto the plastic, but if you get it into the brush, you're going to do yourself a little favor by getting it going on the bristles. So I'm gonna count this as about a quarter of the door. Again, this color lock, it goes in. You can see it really grabs hold. It spreads the product out nicely. We'll put a nice heavy coat. Run that down there some. Across here. And our line. I thought about taping the door up and making, 8 perfect sections. And I thought, why do that? I know where it is. I can see it. I don't know if you can. It's just a slightly glossier here. It ends right here. It doesn't change the appearance all that greatly, which is great. I'm not looking for a shiny product, or else I would, put some, Armor All in there or something. So that's brush number 1. You want to cover a large area quickly. I consider that pretty quick. Here's a standard, what's called a chip brush. You can see that it is able to get into those pebbles quite easily, quite effortlessly, and that is covered, minus a couple hairs that came out of it. They're cheap brushes, don't expect too much. Okay, so that's about halfway down the panel. I considered that a little easier than the color lock brush, which was a little too stiff. Okay, so here I have my nice, super soft, no-name brush that, yes, my dog ate. Apply a little into the brush hairs. Mist into there. Again, we're looking for something that's quick. No one wants to be doing this all afternoon, treating their plastic, right? So I consider this a step up from the last brush. Really, really nice there. You can see that line of demarcation where it really brought up, provided a nice gloss finish. Here is brush 4 for you of those of you that are playing at home. What number, JJ? What number? I'm taking notes. This is number 4. Okay, so again, apply. I want this to go kind of all over. Okay, this brush really gets in deep. You can get it into the tight places. Really covers nicely. I would rate this right up there with the number 3 that I just used. I think the gloss looks even nicer. It's probably a little more saturated than my first brush, but of course this is a smaller area than this. So you can get a larger coverage with a brush like this, and you might be able to just go over this whole entire panel. Since I like the size of this, no matter how you put it down, you can get a nice, smooth finish. And then, of course, you can use a microfiber just to mop up any kind of high spots, little extra product, and voila, nice, glossy. I can see a little line right there. That looks nice. It all looks nice. I mean, it really changed the appearance a good deal, but I know I've got product on there. I know I've, got some protection on there. I'm happy with that. Okay, and yeah, pulled some dirt up. I always try and use light colored microfiber. I've said this in other videos. I'd like to own some white plush microfiber so I could really see what I am pulling up. We will continue with the final 4. So this would be number 5. This is a standard, I believe, probably from the Dollar Tree also. I'm going to do about a quarter, just go straight down. I don't know how well the lighting is really doing for you guys on this, but you can really cover a lot of area fast. It's getting into the pebbles. You can reach it down. You can reach it in tight places, and voila. It's pretty good. It's really super soft. It's almost too soft. I mean, I'm getting in there, but it is a little bit on the flimsy side, let's just say. Okay, so this would be number 6. I'm going to get a nice coating on there. Oh man, the softness of this brush, which can be used for so many different things, is absolutely amazing. And for putting down this protectant product, absolutely beautiful. Really feel like I've got a lot distributed very evenly all across the plastic. Really, really nice. I'm liking this a lot. Number 7 will be, sorry about that. Number 7 will be, hope I didn't throw you off too much. Number 7 will be this foam paintbrush, which I actually like when I'm painting. And again, this really distributes a lot of product quickly. You can cover a lot of area. I can really see the shine as I put this onto the plastic, and I can see that the coverage is very, very even. You can get it into tight places. I guess we'll go ahead and just hit that plastic as well. You can see that there's still quite a bit of product on there. Just kind of coat that, and we'll continue with that. Nice. I like this. Not as much as the number, I believe, 6 brush. This would be 7. And the good old trusty microfiber for an application will be my last one. Now for this, I'm going to spray a fair amount right directly onto the plastic. I'm going to use this corner as my application corner. I do like the way this spritzes. I specifically chose this bottle to do this because I like the fine mist spray that comes out of this. Okay, obviously we all know how wiping with microfiber goes. It's good. Can I get into those cracks with this? No, not really. Can I get into that seam? No, not really. Well, my car's dirtier than I thought. So this is okay if you don't have a lot, but every car does. You're going to run into spots where a microfiber wiping across interior plastic is not going to get the job done for you. All right, so quite a bit of dirt on there for just a quarter of that panel. All right, so I'll use what I didn't get. Again, just a quick wipe down, get those high spots off there, get any streaking that might occur. This is a very non-streaking product. Really, really like the VRP quite a lot. It's great on tires, great on rubber, and it's just a really nice product. And this is another way that you can use it that also stretches your product out. You know, another nice tip for you. The stuff isn't cheap, and my bottle has gone a long way with me because you don't need to use it full strength. It's kind of thick. It's almost like Elmer's glue, and so a little bit thinner than that, but you know what I mean. So thin it out 50-50, and then you stretch your product, and you've got nice protection, little satin, not exactly gloss. And I think it's just a great product, and I just want to show you some ways that, you know, you can think about using it, and hopefully this video will help you out. Appreciate it. Thanks for being with me. Please subscribe, please share. Love the comments I've been getting. I've been getting some trolling too, so I must be doing something right. I don't know if you can quite get that, but we'll see you again. Thanks for checking in on my channel. Take care.